Good morning, Kate here. And this morning we're going to do some movements for focus. So I brought a chair. If you're feeling like maybe a little apprehensive about going through a whole sequence without having a little bit of assistance, go ahead and grab a chair. You can just pause right now, go grab a chair and come on back. If you feel comfortable without the chair, that's fine. And we'll begin with taking the arms nice and wide. Reach the arms out and start to look left and right. So for this whole practice, feel free to either notch it up or notch it down. If you're someone that has some familiarity with these different motions, maybe you'll choose to take a little bit more difficult route. And if you're feeling like you'd like to have a little more gentle practice, then again, use the chair or just stay with a position that feels right to you. So after we've stretched the arms, looked left and right, we're going to take the right arm over the left and cross the elbows and wrists. So you could either practice this full eagle, squeezing the armpits, or just hold on to the shoulders. And if you're in full eagle, and I'll turn to the side so that you can see, a long tailbone, maybe nod the head up and down a couple of times. So we're waking up the neck and we're squeezing the armpits. Pressing the forearms onto one another if you'd like to. Feet parallel and reach the sits bones back. You can rock forward and back on the toes, transferring your weight. Maybe sit a little bit more deeply. I'm going to lift my navel and reach my tailbone back so I'm staying with a long back. This might be enough for you. Or if you'd like a little bit of balance, you're going to hug the right knee into the chest and then take the right leg over the left. This is a great opportunity to just step the foot on the floor and squeeze those inner thighs together as you reach the sits bones back. Really nice big hip opener. If the foot wraps all the way around and you want to balance, that's great. Looking somewhere that doesn't move. So you'll shift your gaze from the screen off to the side and squeeze the inner thighs together, reach back a little bit more. Squeeze everything together, hugging muscles to bone. On your next inhale, unwind yourself and again, reach the arms out. Exhale, bring the arms down. Second side, reach the arms out, extension all the way through the armpits, look left and right. Left arm over the right. If your shoulder's a little sensitive, stay here or continue into the full eagle arm wrap. Same thing, sit back as if there was a chair behind you. Heavily weight your right foot, lift the left leg, squeeze the inner thighs, sit back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So if you're in your eagle, stay there. If you're curious about what you could do in the chair, same thing, sitting down, reach the arms out, cross one leg over the other, hug muscles to bone. So hugging muscles to bone means that we're engaging everything. If you're in your full eagle, go ahead and unwrap, bring the arms down, and take a nice big inhale and exhale, grounding through the feet. We're going to move to Warrior Two. And Warrior Two is something that can be practiced again standing, or if you'd like to in the chair, and I'll demonstrate that in just a moment. Step one foot off to the side, and then pick which side is going to be your front. You're going to turn on the big toe ball mound of the front foot, 45 degrees, and the heel, 45 degrees. So don't worry about making this perfect. The idea here is that we're sitting down, bending into the front knee, dropping the hips down and feeling grounded to the earth. Start again with the arms nice and wide. If you're familiar with this pose, perhaps you have some movements that you like to drop into here. Personally, I like to switch my arms up and down a couple of times. And then as I settle in, holding for 5 breaths, I'm going to turn and gaze and look right at the end of my fingers. As I'm breathing, full inhale into the belly, and you can see my belly fill up. And exhale, drive all the breath out of the body by lifting the navel towards the spine. Staying here for 5 breaths. If you're curious about how we could practice this with the chair, if you're staying for the 5 breaths standing, stay just as you are. If you wanted to practice seated, we'll step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, extend out through that back leg, and reach the arms out. Wherever you are, another breath. And if you're seated, bring the feet back together, and we'll just go ahead and switch sides. Those of us that are standing, turning 45 degrees on the ball of the left foot or back foot, 45 degrees on the heel. Go ahead and sit down. Drop the tailbone bent down, reach to the arms left and right. Maybe look back and forth. Once you feel settled from the hips down, 5 breaths, finding focus, somewhere to look at that doesn't move. Gazing at the fingertips or just beyond. 2 more breaths. And then go ahead, heel toe the feet back together. This next one can be practiced on the floor. If you like to stand or be in the seat, go right ahead. But we're going to take a Paschimottanasana, which is a forward fold. This could be seated forward fold or standing forward fold. Big inhale, hinge at the waist, and just drop down. Staying there for 5 breaths. Those of you that would like to practice on the bottom, you'll transition to the floor. Reach the feet out, bring the arms above the head, and reach for the toes. It's okay if there's a little bend in the knees, we're pressing the feet away, or if the feet are in the ground, let the upper body hang. Another big breath, filling up the back side of the body. And then either roll up from the floor or roll up, coming to a seat. The next one is a extended leg forward fold. Again, if you're on the floor, just feel free to take the legs nice and wide. And if you're practicing standing, we'll come up to a stand. Take the feet a little bit wider than the wrists, as wide as feels comfortable and safe to you. And then hands to the hips and forward fold. You can bring the hands to the floor. Again, a great opportunity to use your chair. Even if you're able to get to the floor, maybe today you want to reach the arms out for a flat back. Especially if you've been sitting a lot, reach the arms, reach the hips back, 5 breaths. One more inhale and exhale. And then walk yourself up, or if you're on the floor, come on up. And I'm going to practice the next one on the chair. It's alternate nostril breathing. Feel free to sit on the floor or find a chair. And for alternate nostril breathing, we're going to take our right hand and we're going to fold in the 2 peace fingers so that we have the ring finger and the thumb are exposed. That pinky finger might kind of hang out as well. So we're going to close off the right and left nostrils and breathe through one nostril first, and then exhale through the opposite nostril. This alternate nostril breathing helps to connect the right and left hemispheres of the brain, and also helps to encourage a little bit more focus in the body. So we'll start by closing off the right nostril with the thumb and inhaling through the left. And then you'll close off the left nostril and exhale through the right. Close off the right nostril, keep the left nostril closed, inhale right. And switch back and forth. Maybe take 8 to 10 breaths like this. And alternatively, if it feels a little constrictive to press onto the nostril, you can just close the eyes and imagine that you're inhaling through the right nostril, exhaling left, inhaling left, and exhaling right. So once you've gone through about 10 rounds of that, the last thing that we're going to do is a standing cross crawl. Go ahead and stand back up if you are seated. And we're just going to bend the elbows. We got our little robo arms here. Bring the elbows in front, and we're going to lift one knee and tap opposite elbow to opposite knee and step down. So we're going across the body. If you're familiar with the brain gym, this is part of brain gym, part of brain dance. Again, connecting the right and left hemispheres of the brain, encouraging some focus. So take about 10 rounds. And then bring the arms down. That's it. Short little 10-minute sequence. You're more than welcome to create your own flow sequence through this, which might look a little bit like this. So if you've had enough, go ahead and pause the video and move on with the rest of class. Our next, whether it's watercolor drawing, I'm not sure what we're doing next. I'll have to edit this. Okay, moving on to your next activity. All right, so if you're someone that would like to do a quick little flow, go ahead and move your chair out of the way if you had a chair. And here we go, starting at neutral. Big inhale, sweep the arms out. And an exhale, right arm over the left, crossing at elbows and wrists. As you exhale again, sit deeply into your chair. Reach the sits bones back and lift through the crown of the head. Heavily weight the left foot as you draw the right knee into the chest and cross the legs. Squeeze the inner thighs together and sit back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold for 2 breaths. And then as you unwind here, we're going to lift, take the arms out, reach the leg out, and step nice and wide. Heel toe, the front foot forward, and deep bend into the knee. We'll do a little bit of movement here. Take the hands to heart center, big inhale, and exhale, reach out. For fun, we'll reverse here. So lift up through that front arm, reach to the side waist, and then inhale, come back up. Shift your weight forward and back, forward and back. Next time you come forward, we'll lift the midline of the body and heel toe the feet back together. Stay with those big inhale arms and exhale, sit back into your chair. We'll draw the left arm over the right, crossing at elbows and wrists, and opposite leg lifts. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the inner thighs together, eagle pose. Sit down and squeeze. And then inhale, open, step out. Sit down into your warrior 2. Little bounce, little movement. Shift your weight back and forth. Deep bend, reverse here. Get that big stretch in the side waist. Come on back up. Shift. And then back to heel toeing the feet together. And inhale, reach the arms above the head. And exhale, forward fold. I'll turn to the side. If the fingers touch the floor, great. Or you can have the hands on the shins. We're going to inhale, reach through the crown of the head. Maybe even slide the hands, thumbs up to the hip creases as you press back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale up and exhale, fold, hold. Maybe slide the hands underneath the feet if that's accessible. And let the body hang. Lift it up through the sits bones. Draw the forehead towards the thighs. And then we'll come up with a flat back. Maybe slide the hands up the backs of the legs. Move through a halfway lift. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And take the arms nice and wide here. Take the legs nice and wide. Hands to the waist and forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. So instead of that Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shodhasana with alternate nostril breathing, we're just going to walk the hands to one side and twist and open. And then walk to the other side and twist and open. Going back and forth a few times. And of course, you can always go a little bit faster, finding more of a twist. Press down into the feet. Cross the body. Once or twice more. And then back to center, heel toe the feet towards one another. We'll inhale, bring the arms up, and then exhale to our cross crawl. This time we're going to hold and maybe take the hand to the opposite leg as you squeeze and reach behind you. So you could stay here, or if you're someone that likes to take a little tree pose, you could find a tree. And then unwind, switch sides. Second knee in, come across the body, reach. Maybe unwind for a tree pose. This side does not want to stick today. And bring both feet down. Again, we'll end with a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Thank you.